You get the opportunity to remake the Federal Reserve. The president gets the opportunity to remodel, reshape the Federal Reserve. And I'm not talking about the remodelling that maybe the current chairman's going through. We'll talk about that another time. I want to talk about the complexion and character of the committee. The changes that you're making at the moment. Stephen Myron, let's start with Stephen. How quickly can you get Myron confirmed?
We'll see. The president has great sway with Leader Thune. Leader Thune's been a great partner during the tax deal, and I think that he would like to see Stephen, who I've known for a long time, get on there as soon as possible. So I'm hopeful about the September meeting. And Jonathan, the president's concerned about the building and those massive cost overrun, which just tell you that there is no accountability at that organization. There's no oversight in terms of the spending, but the president and I are both concerned about the foundations of the Fed. The foundations of the Fed, and how did this happen, and why did it happen, and how did the leadership let it happen?
When it comes to Director Myron, do you expect him to stay on past the January term that expires from Kugler's seat?
I wouldn't expect that.
So who are some names you're thinking of the Kugler seat? Because everyone has been focused on who is going to fill the chairmanship role. Who are you thinking to fill that extra seat?
Well, Anne-Marie, we're working on the big list right now. I think there are going to be a couple more names revealed today. They're going to be private sector names. So we had a series or a list of current Fed members. We're going to have some private sector, very well respected,
like who?
Very well respected people, and then we will get to the second seat.
Can you give us some names, a little bit of a tease? Maybe people that have been on this program?
Well, I just did tease telling you there would be some private sector names.
Okay, when it comes to the Fed chair, though, can you give us a sense of how many names you're actually thinking about?
Well, I'm going to interview, I'm going to cast a wide net, 10, 11 people. And then there'll be a group of us who are meeting with them. And we want to talk about monetary policy. We want to talk about regulatory policy, which is very, very important because the Fed stepped, I think, big-footed the other regulators. The Fed's one of three regulators, Federal Reserve, OCC, and FDIC. And I think that they need to understand that they are one of three. And then the third is the institution itself, which I think is what President Trump has been focused on quite a bit too.
After you do this process, how many names are you going to give to the president, and when does he start those in-person interviews?
Yeah, we don't have a timeline. By putting Stephen Myron in, that gives us more time. And again, I want to cast a wide net. The president's very open-minded. Before he chose Jay Powell, Janet Yellen was interviewed. John Taylor was interviewed. Two of them couldn't be more different. So they were under consideration.